Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, then welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and for watching. My name is Ofente Kudane for those of you who do not know me, and as you can see by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about how varsity was lonely for me. So yeah, if you want to hear more about it, stay tuned. So I'm generally a person who doesn't really talk much, especially around people that I do not know. I'm always that person who's very quiet, and it's just how I've always been, and many people can interpret it in different ways, but I mean, people are different. That's just how it is, and I think we need to accept people for who they are. So, but in terms of me, I don't know, people just always assumed the worst of me. I don't know why. Maybe they can tell me why they always assumed that I'm a particular way or a certain way, because I have heard things that I never knew about myself, which I'm going to talk about later on in the video. So I started my first year in 2016. I'm originally from Pretoria, but then I studied in the Free State in Bloemfontein. So I came to Bloemfontein for the very first time in 2016 when I was coming to varsity. My first year was very great because I had two friends. My first friend, I met her because we were both late for class. Sorry, mom. I was late for class. She was late for class. We didn't know where to go, and we happened to be in the same course. So as we were looking for the class, we are lost. We don't know where we're going. We're new. So we finally found the class, and that's how we became friends. The second friend, I think we were waiting for class, and then we just decided to wait together and started talking, and we realized that not really we have someone. Okay, what we had in common was the fact that we are both believers. So we just started having basic conversations. Believers, I mean, we're both Christian. So we just started having general conversations and all of that, and then we became friends. So it was the three of us during our first year. So it was great. I mean, it was wonderful. And then halfway through the year, one of our friends left us, and we're not really sure of the reasons why she stopped being friends with us. So, but then we just left it at that, and then she became friends with other people. And then I don't even remember us asking. No, we didn't ask. So I remained with the other one friend. So we literally did everything together, like literally everything during our first year. Like lunchtime, we're together. We're studying together. Like we were always in my room. So it was awesome. We were inseparable. So yeah, that's how it happened. And then it happened that during our second year, I think towards the end of our first year, we had a mishap where she's, for the longest time, I didn't know why she was upset with me, because she was not talking to me. She was not answering my texts. She was not answering my phone calls. So I wondered what I did wrong. I didn't know. I only found out, I think, about 3 or 4 years later. The entire time I was just suspecting what could have been wrong or what I could have done wrong. But I only found out 3 or 4 years later when she came back and we started talking again. So we had a mishap where I did something that she says that she was not comfortable with. At that time, I didn't think it was wrong. Even till today, I still don't think I was wrong for what I did, but it seems like she was not uncomfortable with what I did. I'm not gonna disclose what it was, but yeah, she was not comfortable with what I did. And so from there onwards, she stopped talking to me. And that's how my second friendship ended. That was during, I think, towards the end of my first year. So from there onwards, I started spending more time like alone, because now I had no friends. The first one left earlier on, and then now the second one left as well. So yeah, I basically spent most time alone. That is during my second year. I spent a lot of time alone because when you come back, a lot of people are already in their own cliques, from first year. Everybody has their own circle of friends, so it's very difficult to be part of a group that you were never really part of. And especially for me, a person who doesn't really talk that much, or who's really, I wouldn't say I'm afraid of people. I just think that I'm somewhat reserved, right? So it was very difficult for me to be able to go into whichever circle that I would choose, should I have wanted to choose, and just become their friends just like that. So it didn't happen. So I spent the entire year alone. But also, it seemed like people didn't like me. I don't know why people didn't like me, honestly. Like, for the longest time, I couldn't understand why people didn't like me, because I was like, is it my face? Is it my attitude? Or what? Because I never thought that I'm giving out some sort of attitude or anything towards people. So I never really understood why I was being judged before actually people get to know me. So I spent the whole year during my second year alone. I think there was a time when I had a study partner, but we just literally just studied together, and then that was it. So lunch times I was alone, like the entire time. Classes, I'm alone. It was horrible. It was so bad. But only, like, I think during my third year, I found out what people were saying about me. So apparently the story is that the reason why I stopped being friends with my second, the friend who left last, the reason why I'm not friends with her is because the reason why I'm no longer friends with her is because she had to stay behind and repeat a subject. So apparently I said that I don't want to be friends with people who are not passing well. Apparently I said that I really do not know where that came from or where it started from. But apparently I said that, so that's how we stopped being friends. So that was the story going around. And then another thing, apparently they said that I said that I'm not gonna talk Tswana with anybody because people can't speak proper Tswana. I can't even speak proper Tswana. Why would I say something like that? So apparently I said that. So I said I only speak English. I forgot the other things that I said, but yeah, I don't know where all these things started, or why would people do that or say that. I mean, I was literally so quiet and minding my own business. You wonder, why would people start saying things about you? So, I don't know what could have influenced people to say stuff about me. Like, it honestly beats me. It really, really beats me. But yeah, anyway, fast forward, my second year was the loneliest year of my life. And then I got a study partner during the year, and his name was Sakile, and he was amazing. So we were basically studying accounting, usually after classes, maybe during exams. We would prepare together, or before exams, or during test times we would prepare together. And I learned so much from him, like things that I wouldn't maybe understand from class. He would be like, oh no, I understand this, and then he would explain it to me, and it'd be like, oh wow, it makes so much more sense. So it was that kind of support. So yeah, Sakile. And then next thing, Sakile comes to me one time and he says to me, he's like, yo, I don't know why people are asking me this, but I'm getting this a lot from our classmates. They're asking me how I was able to get used to you, or how I'm able to talk to you. They're asking me about how you are. And then I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, people are asking me that how is it possible that I was able to talk to you, because you are so, I don't remember the specific words, but yeah, people just thought I'm somehow, I don't know why, but yeah. And then he was telling me that, no, he was just telling them, no, she's actually a very chilled person, of which I think I am. Maybe not the most approachable. Yeah, but it's always been a thing. Literally like, everywhere, people just judge me by, just, I don't know what they judge me from. Maybe help me, guys. Help me to, yeah, tell me what people are judging me from. Is it my face? Do I have like a, I don't know, because I've always said maybe I should get a face transplant. I don't know. Maybe I should get a face transplant, because it seems like everybody has a problem with my face. But yeah, I honestly don't know. But attitude wise, I don't think I need an attitude adjustment. So I don't think it really is that. Because I think if people would actually give themselves a chance to talk to me instead of judging me before they even know me, then they would have a different perspective of actually who I am or how I am, because you can't judge people by the way they look, So yeah, a lot of my friends also tell me that. I remember it took me a very long while to be friends with Batsebe, because she was also like, yo, I'm like, I don't know if she said unantaba or what, but she's like, she doesn't think I'm nice or something like that. I don't know. People just usually assume that I'm not nice, and there's, like, honestly, there's really nothing a person can do about it if people choose to assume who you are before they even get to know you. But ultimately, we ended up being friends, and one of the best friendships God has blessed me with. So I'm happy. So yeah, I really don't know. So 2017 was a very lonely year. It was a very lonely year for me, because people already had their own assumptions about me, people had already decided the kind of person that I am before they even knew me, or before they even gave themselves a chance to get to know me. So basically all I did was go to school, study. Another thing that I did, my escape was drama. That was amazing. So usually, like, we would have, it would vary in terms of drama. When it was a church thing, it would vary in terms of practices. So you find that sometimes if we're having a performance, we'd probably rehearse more times during the week as well. But if maybe the performance is still far, we would only maybe rehearse on Saturdays. So that's how it worked. So that was a great escape for me as well, because it kept me busy. It kept me with other people, because I couldn't have that social experience in class. So it made my varsity experience a little bit better. Not a little bit better, a lot better, because I had people who I can actually interact with. So yeah, that's what made it lonely, I'd say, mainly because people prejudged me before they even knew me. I remember there was even a girl who said to me, she's like, yo, Ofense, you must smile. I'm like, what? She's like, you must smile. I'm like, so I must walk around like this? Because, like, and then she's like, yeah, I mean, so I guess she was telling me that maybe I have that face of, hey, don't mess with me, or don't approach me. I don't know. But yeah, she was telling me that. And then I was like, yo, maybe but this was during my 4th year. I've made peace with it, and I think for the most part of it, I just said that people who really want to know me, despite what they think I look like, or they think I'm mean or whatever, they will actually take the time to get to know me instead of judging me based on what they think I look like, or judge me based on what they hear from people. Because all the stories that I've heard about myself, I was like, what? And the girl, when she was telling me, Lena, she was like, I was also shocked. She's like, I can't believe people said this about you, because she said when she met me, she realized, when she met me and actually started talking to me, she realized that it can never be offensive. So she was also surprised. She's like, yo, the things I used to hear about you, girl, I was so disappointed in you. I was like, what did you hear? And then she's like, apparently you said 1, 2, 3. I said, gosh. So yeah, I don't know where they get these stories, honestly. I don't know where they get these stories. But what I'm gonna say to you guys is, can we please be better people? Because you can't just assume who a person is based on whatever, based on what people say, based on what they look like, based on you can't assume. You really can't assume. But I guess what I've always, like I said previously, that people who actually want to give themselves time to get to know me, they will, and people who don't, they won't. And it's okay. It's really okay. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. So yeah, I think that's what I wanted to get off my chest. So there were pros and cons to it. It was bittersweet. It was bittersweet mainly because I was lonely, but I had a beautiful escape. And yeah, I had a really beautiful escape. And then finally, during my 3rd year, I met a wonderful lady, Dikabelo, who was my roommate. I have a video with her, the roommate tag. If you want it, you can just check it in my videos, or I can link it if I figure out how to link. If I don't link it, then I probably did not figure out how to link videos. So yeah, Dikabelo, she we were friends during our 3rd year, which was amazing. Like, I think it was the first day of 3rd year, we just started talking, and we're like, you know what, you're my friend from now moving forward. And then unfortunately mishaps happened, which we also spoke about in the video. Mishaps happened, and we ended up not being so close, or as close as we used to be in the beginning of the year. And yeah, and then I went back to square one again, where I was somewhat lonely the rest of the year because I had nobody else. I've never been a person of like large circles of friends. It's always been 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 at most. So yeah, that happened. So with her, okay, you'll listen to you'll have to watch the roommate tag if you want to find out what happened between me and Dikabelo. But basically, I spent the rest of the year alone, back to what I was doing, that routine, eating lunch alone, going to class alone, studying alone, doing all those things alone. Basically, go to school, go back home, chill alone, study or whatever, go to drama practices. But the greatest thing, like I said, I also mentioned, drama has always been a beautiful escape, because I think at the time we were traveling a lot. There was a time when we were traveling with dear Oliver Tambo across South Africa. So we went to a number of provinces. So it was a beautiful escape for me. It was a wonderful experience. And then my BTech year, same thing, didn't really have friends, but also I went to class really late. And there was really no time to really socialize, because I was working during the day from 8 to 2, And then from 5 to 9, I was in class every single day. So there was really no time to socialize. I remember that year I even had to cut out drama because I was just too busy with school and work. Like everything was just too much. So I couldn't handle everything. So I had to cut down my extracurricular activities. So yeah. Bye. I hope you enjoyed this video. I guess this is another video of getting to know a little bit about me, and I hope that you did enjoy it. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. If you didn't, it's okay, but don't give it a thumbs down. Don't give it a thumbs down. So yeah, but thanks for watching. Thank you for borrowing me your time and borrowing me your data. Basically, this was a venting session for me. I'm venting publicly. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.